So what I'm going to show you now, we're going to see how we are going to create calculation use of type dimension. So in this session, the practical that I'm going to show you in today's session, I'm going to focus on how we can create calculation use of type dimension. So what I'm going to do now, so let me open Paint. Let me open MS Paint. So here we can see so here you have calculation use of type dimension. So what example I would like to take over here? So what I'm going to take it over here. When you create a calculation use of type dimension for customer, let us create for customer. So let us go back. Let us right click on system. Let us click log on. The username is best and let us provide the password W capital welcome 123 and click OK. Let us expand the content. Let us quickly expand the content. Let us right click on content. Let me click on new, click on package. Let me give a name for the package S4 HANA Master 10. So I think participants know what is a delivery unit. Delivery unit is nothing but it is an object used to transport. It is an object that is used to transport packages from one system to another system. So let's click OK. So just I am creating one package. So let us go to the package S4 HANA Master Data 10. Now what I'm going to do, I think this is not the one, S4 HANA Master Data 10. Master 10, okay, this is the one. So let us right click on this package. Let us click new and let us click on the calculation view. So once I click on the calculation view, now here, please see here, you have the data category. Now note, if you set the data category as a cube, the default node is aggregation. You can change the default node to star join by selecting this checkbox. So if I would like to convert this to a star join, so what is the scenario that you would convert to a star join when you process transaction data? Whenever you process transaction data, in that scenario, I can check this. But for now, because I'm processing master data, I'll select the dimension. Now, if I select this, please see this is disabled. Now here you see the note. If you set the data category as a dimension, the default node is projection. If you set the data category as a dimension, the default node is projection. What is a projection? Projection is a selection of columns. According to our business requirement, you would like to select required columns. Then we would take it as a projection. So by default, when you select a dimension, what is that system is going to give you? By default, it gives the projection. Now let us give a name. I'll give it as CV underscore customer. And let us provide the description. So I'm giving the label as customer. I'm selecting this as a projection. I'm selecting this as a projection and click finish. So we'll see in detail. We just started. I'm going to show you in detail. Now here, let us open this. So once you open this, now please see here, what do you see here? You see there are different nodes. Now everything is graphical user interface. Everything is drag and drop. So you see there is something called join, union, projection, aggregation, and rank. Now what do we see by default? By default, we see the projection. Okay, so what we are going to do now? So what I'm going to do now? So here, first I'm going to click on join. Click join. Just click here and click it over here. Click and click. Now these are known as simple joins. Now what is a simple join? A simple join is nothing but cannot take more than 2 tables. In a simple join, we cannot take more than 2 tables. Please see. I click on the plus icon. Let me add a table called KNA1 from a schema called best. So I'm selecting the customer master table from which schema, from a schema called best. I'll select the table and click OK. Now from the join, now these are known as simple joins. Why? Because we can only take 2 tables. So this is the first table. So whenever I add a table, we can see this in the details pane. What you can see this in details pane. So click on join. Let me click on the plus icon once again. Let us add one more table, T005T. I'm just trying to add one more table called T005T from the best schema and click OK. Now here, now please see, do you see the plus icon anymore? The plus icon is disabled. Why the plus icon got disabled? The reason, it's a simple join. In a simple join, we cannot take more than 2 tables. So now what I'm going to do, what is my requirement? It's very simple. So here you see land 1. I click on land 1, select the land 1 and link to the land 1 on the other table. So I link land 1 to land 1. It's very simple that what I would like to get it over here. Customer ID, customer name, country of the customer, and country text. I have the customer ID, I have the country ID, I have the customer name and the country name. And I would also select region. This is nothing but region ID. Now here, these are nothing but the selected columns of the join 1. So what I'm getting over here, Please see what I'm trying to get over here. Now right click on this. Now here can we see data preview? Excuse me. So we can see data preview on top of this join. But before I take the data preview, before I process the data preview, what I'm going to do, select this join. And here you see it's inner join. So I'm going to change this to text join. And I'm also going to indicate the language as SPRES. So by now we know so many times, a text join is a join that can produce descriptions based on user session. A text join is a join that can produce descriptions based on user session. Now you see, I cannot add more than 2 tables. Now, when I right click on the join, and when you try to click data preview, when you would like to click on rename, I would like to rename this customer country underscore details and click OK. So what are we getting in here? What am I trying to get? I'm trying to get customer country details in this. So click on join once again and click on join on the work area. Now I'm going to link this customer country details to the join one. The output of the customer country details is now available in join one. Now let us also click on join one. So what do you see in join one? In join one, we see the output of the customer country details. Whatever we selected over here, whatever the columns that we selected over here, now we can see in join one. Now what is my requirement here? Once again, my requirement is I would like to see customer ID, customer name, country ID, country text, and I only have region ID, but I don't have region text. So what I can do now, again I'll click on the plus icon, and now I'll add another table called T005U. So I'll add the table T005U from best schema, and then I'll click OK. Now please see, what did we do here? So all the participants okay until here? I hope all the participants feel comfortable. So can I proceed? Okay, so let us click OK now. So once you click OK now here you see, now I got the other table called T005U. Now what I am trying to get from the T005U, I'm trying to get the region text. What is region text? BZI. Now this column called BZI is nothing but the region text. So what I can do now, in order to get the region text, I'll simply link region with BLAND. Why I'm linking region with BLAND? Both are regions. This is a region and this is also a region. But just that it is in a different technical name. Now again, because I would like to get the region text, what I'm going to do, I'm going to indicate this again as a text join, and again I'm going to indicate this as SPRES. Why am I taking SPRES? SPRES is nothing but the language key. SPRES is nothing but the language key. It gives the text based on the user session. Okay, so now all that I require from here is nothing but the last column, BZI. Okay, you have customer, name, country, name, region, name. And finally, I'll right click on the join one and click rename. So everything is graphical user interface. Just everything is drag and drop link. Now what I'm getting over here, customer region underscore details. I'll click OK. Instead of details, I'll take it as text and click OK. So here, now I got now basically here I'm only trying to display the technical names, but it is always not necessary you can see technical names. You can also see descriptions, but I choose to show you technical names. But when you're working on the real projects, you can also see the descriptions. Okay, so here I got the customer details. Now I'm actually trying to expand this. Now let us link this customer, let us link this customer region text to the projection. Now let us click on the projection. Once we click on the projection, finally, what is the purpose of a projection? The purpose of a projection is nothing but to select required columns. So when are we getting a projection over here? What is the scenario that we can see the projection? Projection is a default node. Projection is a default node when you select dimension. Whenever you're so is my voice audible, all the participants? Is my voice audible? So projection, you're selecting projection because you have taken it as a dimension. Because we taken it as a dimension, we are seeing the projection. So projection is a default node whenever you select a dimension. So now let me select the required columns. Let me select all the required columns to the output. Now let us click on the semantics. At least one key attribute. I'm selecting at least one key attribute. Now here you see there's something called label column. What is the purpose of label column? What is the purpose of label column? The purpose of a label column is to associate key with the text. Whenever you have a requirement to associate key with the text, we take in as a, please say I'm taking this as, so everything okay, all the participants? Okay, so here I'm linking customer with name. I'm linking land one with landex. I'm linking regio with bzei. So why am I trying to link this? Now we are trying to link because in the front end, when the business would like to see data for customers, they can see both customer as well as its associated text in one single column. Rather than displaying in two different columns, it will display in one single column. So that is the purpose of label columns. So here I'm giving the label columns, and finally click on validate and click save and activate. So let us select the request and click finish. So once you click finish, now let me open this. Let us open this calculation view. Let us right click on the customer. Let us click data preview. And let us click raw data. Now can we see here? Click add filter. Click KUNNR. Let me search for one record. I'm just trying to search for one record. 2, click execute. Once you execute, now please see why this customer is showing so many times. It is supposed to show only one time. The reason is this is because, let me show you what is the problem over here. Now see what is the problem here. I only link region to region, but don't we think regions are specific to country? Now when I link region to region, what system is trying to do? It is trying to display all the regions with associating 08. So whatever the ID it is 08, it is showing Germany 08 for all the regions. But don't we think regions are specific to country? For example, I'll give a simple example. Hyderabad is in India. Hyderabad is also in Pakistan. But which Hyderabad ID are you referring to? Are you referring to Hyderabad in India or Hyderabad in Pakistan? Everything has the same ID. Hyderabad in India has 08. Hyderabad in Pakistan also has 08. But we need to specifically mention to which country are you going to associate. So what I can do now, I'll go back. Simply what we need to do, regions are specific to country. So link land 1 to land 1. So once you link land 1 to land 1, now let us click validate once again. Click save and activate. And now let us click data preview. Let us click on raw data. Let us click add filter, KUNNR, and click execute. Now here you can see a 02 customer is wet, country is DE, country text is Germany. In Germany 08 is nothing but Baden. Calculation views of type dimensions are mainly used to create for master data. So whenever you have a scenario to create a master data, then we go for calculation views of type dimension. Okay, let me quickly create another scenario. Quickly I'm going to do one more scenario. Please see, can I proceed with one more scenario, participants, very quickly? Right click on the calculation view, click new once again. Let us give a name CV underscore material. Let us give the label, nothing but the description. Same thing, data category, select it as dimension and click finish. So once you click finish, let us click on join. It's so simple. Click join, click join on the work area, click on the plus icon, give the table Mara. So this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to take tables that have descriptions. So what I'm going to take tables already have description. So let us select Mara SAP SLT 0001. I click OK. Okay, so here you see, this time I can see columns and descriptions. Let me click on the plus icon once again and let us enter another table, MAKT. I'm entering another table, MAKT, MAKT, 1 minute please, from a schema called SAP SLT 0001. Yes, I'm trying to search. Do you see anywhere? Yes, here. And click OK. Now, what I need to do, participants, so here, what I'm trying to do. So what is my requirement over here? My requirement is step number 1 is to add tables inside the join. Step number 2, join material with material ID. So why am I trying to join? So once you join, step number 2 is to join. Step number 3 is to define join type as text join and SPRES. Now let me select material ID. You see, I also would like to select material group. Each material belongs to what group? I'm going to even select the material group, and then let us select material text. What is this? This is nothing but the material and description. Now straight away, I'll right click on this, click rename, and click OK. Click OK. So now once I click OK, let us link material text with the projection. Click on the projection. Now here you have the material ID, material text, and material group. Click on semantics. Once we click on the semantics, now once again let me repeat, what is the purpose of label column? Now what is the purpose of label column? It's simple. Let me quickly explain. Now for example, there is a material ID called 000, for example, 1. So where is this material 0001 in material ID? Material ID, which is nothing but MATNR. Now for this 001, you have another column called material text. Now what is the technical name for material text? What's the technical name for material text? MAKTX. Let's say this is iPhone X. Now why should I display material ID in one column and material text in another column? I don't require. So what I'll do, I'll simply display like this. 001 is iPhone X. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to associate this material text to material ID. So when I display material ID, it will even show the associated text besides to the material ID. This is called as labels column. I'm associating what? Material text. But this will be visible to the end user. So end user will be able to see this. So I'll select at least one key. Finally click on validate and click on save and activate. Select the request and click finish. And once we click finish, let us open this CV_material. Right click on this and click data preview. Click on data preview and click on raw data. So once you click on raw data, now here you can see what is the material, each material, what is the text, and if it is associated to any group, here you can see the material group. So just a quick recap. In today's session, we're trying to see calculation views of type dimension. Dimensions are especially used to work on master data. Whenever you select a dimension, the default node is a projection. Projection is for selection of columns. When you're creating a calculation views of type dimension, we're using a join node. A join is nothing but a simple join. In one join node, we can only take one condition. Nothing but a simple join. Now if you would like to join multiple tables, we take multiple join conditions. So let me show you assignments for today. So in today, what participants have to do is, let me go to the Dropbox. Let us go to the Dropbox. Let me go to the Dropbox. Let us go to the set one materials. So here you see in a calculation view, so here you see the first assignment, implementing a calculation views of type dimensions for customer. Implementing a calculation views of type dimensions for material. So please work on these assignments, participants, the assignment number 1 and the assignment number 3. In tomorrow's session, let's continue with calculation views of type qubit star join in tomorrow's session. Thank you all the participants to join in today's session. I'll see you in tomorrow. A very good morning and good night. Thank you. Thank you all the participants.